Hello everyone and welcome back to another theme park obsession video. My name is Dylan and thank you so much for tuning into the channel. I'm at Universal Studios Hollywood today to check up on the park this week, so how about you and I dive right in. Alright, we made it inside the park. It's pretty easy to get in today. It's not too busy. It may look a little crowded, but it is a Monday, so it's not that bad in the park today. Alright, so since we're in the upper lot, let's go ahead and take a look at the Halloween Horror Nights construction over here at the Parisian Courtyard. I can see from the distance, some of the lumber is starting to come in. You can kind of see through the cracks right here. But yeah, slowly but surely it is being pieced together. Still no facade work, but I can hear them working on a bunch of different things in here. So I'm assuming that the facade will be visible in the next few weeks once we get closer to midsummer. And other than that though, yeah, when I was walking up on it, you can definitely see the lumber between the tent and the construction wall. Let's go ahead and take a look on the other sides to see if we can see anything over the construction wall. We still can't see anything over the fence this week, so maybe in the next couple of weeks we'll start to see some of the lumber come over the top, because we did last year with the monster maze. And I'm kind of curious what section of the maze this is, because this is the Holidays in Hell attraction. I wonder if it'll end right here or if it'll end like that one year when they had the Halloween maze and you kind of exited through that door. So I wonder if they're just gonna bring you out here or bring you over there. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do. All right, moving on over to the lookout into the lower lot. You can see here's the progress on the rumored Super Nintendo project. And then here's a current look at Jurassic World. Again, nothing much has changed up on this front. It's the same views just because everything's nearly complete, as the ride should be opening later on this month. I wouldn't think it would be opening up any later than that, because I really don't know what else they'd be doing other than just kind of programming and ride testing. And here's a closer look at the Nintendo project. You can see a lot of foundation has been laid over here too. And they're working on this area. And it looks like the entire land or new space will be right in that area. All right, now that we've taken a look at this, how about we go take a look at the Secret Life of Pets attraction. All right, so over at Secret Life of Pets, you can see they've finished a lot of the sheeting for the facade. Again, this looks like to be the entrance of the attraction. You can see that they've finished the yellow sheeting up on the top. So we should be seeing the scaffolding down in the next couple months, because there's really not much to do after that other than just texturizing it and making it look like this side. Well, it's gonna look a lot different, but the finishing touches at least. And then after that, they're just gonna be mostly working on the interior space of the attraction. I wonder how long this attraction is going to be. It doesn't look like it's going to be a huge building that it's housed in, but I wonder if they're going to be utilizing the space really well. It's going to be interesting to see in the next couple months, and obviously next year when the attraction opens. All right, so now we've taken a look at some of the stuff in the upper lot. Let's take a look at what's going on in the lower lot with Jurassic World and HHN 2019. All right, here's a look at the Halloween Horror Nights maze, going in right behind the Mummy attraction. You can see they've finished a lot of the lumber back here, a lot of the layout. And up in the front, it still looks the same from the last video. Still don't know what this little structure is right here. So that'll be interesting to see once the facade is complete. Again, this is rumored to be the Killer Klowns from Outer Space maze, just based off of that front entrance where the facade's going because of that circus tent. Yeah, you can kind of see where the path is going to go as far as where you're walking. You walk through this portion right here, and then you come around the corner, and then the exit's over here. And you can kind of see where the different hides are for the monsters to jump out and scare you. I'm excited. I love Halloween. It's my favorite time of year, so I always look forward to HHN. All right, so over here at Jurassic World, everything is looking great. They've painted the Raptor Encounter building a nice bluish color. They have some dark blue accents on it. They've also painted this fence right here that hides the backstage area, so that looks nice. And they're also starting to clear up the ground, so they're washing away all of the excess concrete and dust. So that is also looking pretty fantastic. the area in general, it looks so much better with all the greenery and all of the rock work done. I love it. I actually really like the new look of the Jurassic World Plaza. You can see these artists right here painting these rocks to match the other rocks. But in my last video, they were just putting the primer on these ones, so it looks like those are all complete, and they'll just be putting some final touches on that. And then over there in the distance, you can see that they've finished the rock work on that new concession stand, so that's looking awesome. And on top of that, they've installed a bunch of new lighting stands that will probably hold some new lighting and I would assume speakers. Again, tons of progress here. They're reaching the end of their completion date, so I would assume, again, like I said earlier up in the upper lot, that this attraction should be done by the end of this month. They are testing the attraction today. The red lights on the sides of the doors were flashing, so I would assume that indicates that they are testing inside. There are boats, though, sitting over here on the track, so maybe later on this evening they'll turn the attraction on and get it going. Looks like they've installed the Raptor Encounter sign over here, so it looks like that's where you're going to queue up for it, and then you'll go ahead and work your way over into this building. I would assume you're going to be walking inside the buildings. That's where the character meet and greet will be happening. I wouldn't think that it would be outside, but I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll find out in the next few weeks when this attraction opens. But again, all the finishing touches are here. It looks nearly complete. I just don't know when this ride is supposed to open. They haven't announced exactly what date this is going to be ready. Again, they just did an excellent job in the exterior facade of this building. It looks so much better than the old one. Moving on to the rumored Super Nintendo project, here's a closer look at all the foundation they've been laying for this new attraction. And it's not a tiny attraction. This is a huge attraction going into the lower lot here. Super excited for this when it opens up in the next couple years. Then panning over here to the right, they're working on the extended queue for Transformers. You can see they're installing some lighting, and I'm sure some electrical for some audio as well. I would imagine that they're going to be installing some queue line TVs to keep people occupied in the extended queue. Now, what's cool about the rumored Nintendo project is I'm curious to see how much detail they're going to throw into this, especially now with Star Wars Galaxy's Edge open to the public. We've gotten a lot of good views of the land and how much detail Disney has put into that. So I'm curious to see if Universal is going to try to one-up them with the Nintendo stuff, if this so happens to be what they're doing here. And it's not an extension of Jurassic World, which I would honestly wouldn't mind either, but all rumors are pointing towards Nintendo, so I'm hoping that they spend quite a bit of money on making sure that this is just as immersive as any of their other new experiences that they're doing. All right, now that we've taken a look at the lower lot, how about we take a ride on the studio tour to see if we can see any more HHN 2019 construction and see if we can see what's going on the backside of Jurassic World.
Studio, and the Universal Studio tour was initially born. Now we've come a long way since then, and right now we're going to take you inside our front lot, which houses our 28 sound stages. Inside these stages, we can create any environment the story demands. In fact, here on the left-hand side is a great example. That's Sound Stage 12, one of the largest sound stages in the world. And Stage 12 is currently home to the hit NBC show The Voice, but we've also built some of the biggest sets in movie history inside Stage 12. Take a look. Shows like 24, CSI, Ghost Whisperer, Chuck, NCIS, Criminal Minds, Parenthood, The Mindy Project, Agent Carter, SWAT, American Ninja Warrior on NBC, Colin on USA. Movies that come to this area like Changeling, Prestige, Transformers, Bruce Almighty.
All right, so we just got off the studio tour. Not much to see as far as Halloween Horror Nights construction is concerned. They didn't start any of the work in the MetroStet area. It's still cleared out though, ready for HHN 2019. Also, we got to look at the inside of the Jurassic World show building, the first little segment of the attraction. So that was pretty neat. We saw some of the details in there. Again, the attraction is almost done, but they just haven't released an opening date yet. So we're not really sure at what point that attraction will be open. I would assume later on in June. But other than that, that's pretty much going to do it for today's Universal Studios update. A lot of the construction is nearing completion as far as what's going on in the lower lot. So I'll definitely check back next week for more progress, and hopefully we'll get an opening date for Jurassic World very, very soon. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button because you won't want to miss out on all the new content I have every single week. I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time in the parks. Bye.